Hi, Justin.
Hi,
Justin.
Justin.
Alright, I can give the recap because for once I'm playing two Witcher sessions consecutively without missing one. So,
This is shocking.
I know. I don't know if this has actually happened before, but so for last session, we did some housekeeping stuff in the tower, copying some spells. We saw the potential aftermath of that like war elemental against the northern gate to Comgrad, and then we did a bit of scouting. We headed into the sewers to find the Witcher's abode. We found a friendly rat folk or something similar who was willing to trade to guide us to the entrance to
They
the
weren't
old Witcher's
willing.
abode.
They were not willing.
They were charmed.
Okay, well, they were magically made to be willing. And then they led us to what appears to be the entrance to the Witcher's abode, sealed away by a puzzle based on the Witcher signs. And that is where we wrapped up, just doing a little discussion of how we were going to start this session, so...
Yeah, so just as last time, before you stands this engraving on this stone altar with 5 different colored gems off to the side of it, and written in an inscription was, Ard comes first, a stream of air destroying obstacles. It in turn feeds Igni. Quinn fortifies like stone, opposing and blocking Ard. Erden's power flows like water, freezing with Ard and dozing Igni. Axie ends all.
Douse.
Dousing.
Edith, I think you might be able to provide some context here, but I have seen you use some of your signs. When you use your signs, there's a bit of a glow when you do so. Do you think you'd be able to match up these words to the colors of these gems to the side?
Right. Well, let's see here. Okay. First, Ard, like this riddle says, air. So I assume that's going to be the lightest color. So probably this one, as she picks up the white one or clear or whatever it is. Like holds that out and then goes, okay, next, Igni. Igni, well, that is fire. So obviously the red. And then Yurden, water, blue. Quen, well, let's see, stone. Toughness, we'll go with the darkest, so brown. And then I assume by process of elimination, that means Axie is purple.
All right. Well, I think I can see one potential solution, but given when Jorvin touched it earlier, it started to glow and make a bit of an effect, I'm willing to try this first, but everyone may want to stand back in case I'm wrong. And I'm gonna take the white stone and put it in, like, the top notch.
The top one? Okay.
Yep. Does anything happen?
So as you place it, it sort of like fits in place, and then there are several like spigots on the side of the table that you just feel as you like place it in. It's almost like a small breeze starts coming out of the spigots.
All right, I think you were right about this one being the air. And so if that feeds Igni, and I'll pick up the redstone and put it on the right piece.
You do that?
Yep.
So as you pick up Igni, you see it as the rat person starts scurrying back, and as you place it into the slot, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy, I made a wrong choice.
Maybe.
Dex save... 15.
Is that black for anybody else?
It is black for
Yes.
me, and I don't know why.
I
It is
can
kind of hard
see
to
it.
read, but
Yeah,
like
it's red for me.
Yeah, it's red.
weird. Maybe there's like a new cache update to Roll20. Regardless, I got a 15 on the deck save.
So, you are able to like step back and avoid the brunt of it, but you still take 4 fire damage as flames burst out from where the breeze was coming from. And after a few seconds, both of the gems sort of like pop up maybe like 6 or 7 inches and then land off to the side of it.
Well, I believe
Fuck.
we made an error.
Well, I'm glad I told you all to stand back at least, but god damn that burns.
Would have thought you'd be used to that by now.
You're the one who likes the fire magic, Yorvin.
I need resistance to that somehow, but
So, maybe we have to do this in a reverse order then, canceling them out instead of feeding into them? Alright. I guess I have another idea.
sorry, I'm writing.
I wonder, do we need to set off all of the elements, or do we need to end all of them?
Yeah, given that setting off 2 of them caused it to, well, singe my flesh, I'm gonna say that we need to end all of them.
Hey.
I mean, it did just end it, so does that mean it's not successful?
Well, it ended because it exploded and then reset. That's not exactly what I would call a success.
Fine,
What
fine.
if you just go counterclockwise instead?
Yes, that's what I was thinking. So, in that case, we start with the one that ends all, right? So I'll take the,
Maybe-
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was
May-
thinking Igni just goes on the other side.
Yes, I agree with Scion, and maybe we should not have someone so susceptible to taking fire damage as yourself.
Is anyone
No, no,
here not
I think-
susceptible to that?
I think he's got it this time.
See, I was just gonna throw Yorvin in because working with fire, just because fuck him.
Flesh, hot, burns.
Yeah, but you know fire.
I'm sorry.
But
Not everybody can just be as used to spitting fire as me.
Oh boy.
good point. Go do it.
You think
Actually,
I
wait,
won't?
Wait, before we try again. I didn't think of this at first because it's not a magic that I've been trained in. But there are some mages who can move things telepathically, create spectral hands and such. Maybe placing the gems without standing next to it if any of our other casters are capable.
Oh god,
Yes.
he's casting the 9th level spell, Mage Hand.
Oh, we're all
Dude.
dead.
I do have Mage Hand though.
As
Yes,
you cast Mage Hand,
Ulin.
everything explodes. Game's over. Everyone
Oh.
dies.
Oh god, this is Clara in session
Alright,
3.
good night.
Exactly. So yeah, I think Igni has to go on this side, not
What?
this side.
Okay, hold
So
on.
air, fire.
Okay, so actually, we want that first. Here, it's powerful like water. So, okay.
Because Quen has to go opposite Ard. So that would go down here.
Yes, unless by opposing and blocking it means by putting it next to it, it would stop it from then feeding Igni.
I say we try the air and then the fire and see if we get the same result.
I guarantee you almost certainly will. As much as I do like seeing him get torched, let's try to preserve what flesh we still have on our bones.
And Edith does
That's why we
the
got the hand.
yeah, Edith does the gesturing Will Smith thing to Lynn, like Magic hand.
Does that not hurt you if it's burnt?
No. No.
Huh.
Why don't we'll put the Ard in, then the Quinn, then the Igni, and then Irden, and Axie and Zol.
Yes, that
You
is.
assume I remember what each of those is.
I'm just looking at Discord to get them all.
Yes, I think it's still.
Air, then stone, then fire, then water, then ultimatum.
Sure, I'll try it. Mage hand.
Alright. Where do you put Ard?
No, because you can't have Igni
here.
and Yurden next to each other.
Can someone just draw Ard where they're putting instead of 5 circles on different circles?
Yeah, I'm getting the colors. Give me a second. Alright, so. Yeah, we've got Ard at the top again. Yeah, so
No, no, no,
Igneous.
Put them in the order.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do, I think, is Quen at the bottom next, as the second one being placed in.
Quen is not that color.
Gwen is brown.
I meant to say Yurden.
I don't think we should.
Yeah,
No,
I
we-
did this
we
wrong.
won't- Yeah,
Because
we
if
want-
you do that, it's gonna freeze everything, and everybody in the area would take cold damage instead.
Yeah, so that one goes last, because nothing will be active, ideally.
Well, that one also has to go before fire, because if you put that in when fire's out, it douses
But
it.
I don't know if the fire will be out, because nothing will be feeding it.
Put Quen here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Quen goes there, and then what happens?
What happens
Connor?
when that? Yeah.
So as you place the Ard in first, again, it repeats with like a gentle stream of air. And then when you put the Quen in there, you can see it's almost like the two lines or like the lines going towards the middle, both light up with power, and then there's a flash, and then and the effect just stops. And they both are set in there still.
Okay.
That's
All
good.
right, so that seems better. If they're
Then put-
canceling out each other out now, I think we can do Igni and Yurden.
Irden first.
Yeah, Yurden first.
Put the blue one here. What happens?
So as you put in the blue, there is almost like a mist starts escaping out from the vents instead of the like breeze before.
Okay, and then Igni there.
So as you place the Igni in, again, you can see like the lights go in the middle, and where there was mist, it's like a flash of steam, and it ceases to come out anymore.
All right, and then Axie in the middle.
So as you place the final Axie in the middle, you can see it's almost like above it, a couple of spectral lines start appearing, and Liz immediately recognizes it as a Ard symbol above it. And then what happens is a giant blast of air flows in this direction and collides against the wall. And you can see there's just like a stencil of the Ard symbol on the wall, and after a few seconds, it fades away.
Okay.
Edith.
Okay. Okay. Wait. Okay. Edith, I need your help.
Yes.
Come with me. If there's anything horrible this way, don't let me die. This way.
That way.
Yes.
We don't want to
Are
go
these
where
stairs?
the
They are
sigil.
stairs.
No. Go up this. I want to go. Are they going up or down?
Up.
Yeah. Come with me. What is up here?
You see another wooden staircase ladder going up to, it goes up about 30 or so feet, and then there is another door up top.
All right. And knowing that, I would tell her, I want to go back and I want to check this way. Is this open? Is this?
No,
It's not?
that is
it-
a stone door.
Wait, where did we come from?
Okay,
We came from over
Where
here.
did-
so, no we didn't. We came from this pipe.
Yeah, we came
Oh.
from the
That's what he
sewer.
just.
You came from the pipe
Oh,
to the
right.
right.
Gotcha.
We came from the pipe.
Edith, I think I know what we have to do. What we have to do is take them all out, put them in the same order, but reverse it. So put Ard here, Quen here, and then the other two here. Like flip the ones on the outside directly across from each other.
Why?
Because look at the first line of what it says. It says Ard comes first, a stream of air destroying obstacles. It fired out the rune in this direction because that's the direction that this one is facing. If we put Ard here, it'll come out this way and destroy this door, opening it. The door is the obstacle, the Ard will destroy it.
Edith wants to walk over and cast
Oh,
art on this
sure.
door.
So as you walk up and cast Ard on it, you can see it's almost like the dust blows back, and you can see for a few seconds there's a very large, almost stencil-looking thing of an Ard symbol on the door, and after a few seconds, it sort of like fades back into the door.
Yeah, we need that symbol. So
Edith, I've come to
I
respect
think-
your power greatly, but I think we might need a little more than that.
So could you just flip them around?
Yeah. Can we take them out? Is that a thing we can do?
take them out in the
Yeah,
same
so-
order we put them in.
After
Maybe.
it flew it, they all like sort of popped out and launched another like 6 inches into the air, then landed off on the side again.
Okay, yeah. So
then-
do the exact same thing, just with the white and brown flipped, and still doing Ard first.
Yeah, like
Is everyone
same
else's-
order, just different positions.
Is everyone else's character sheet like black and purple?
You have
I
dark
don't
mode
know.
on.
I don't though.
Mine is. Mine is.
Like this
It
button.
didn't look. I don't have it open right now.
Like my normal thing is not in dark mode, but my character sheet appears to be in dark mode for some reason.
So is mine.
Yeah, mine's. I don't know about that.
We'll try turning dark mode on and off and seeing if it's just a sticky thing.
Where do
Oh
you
yeah,
do
that worked.
Where is the?
It
dark
should
mode?
be on the left underneath like the rulers and the
Yeah.
draw and the pointers.
That worked.
So you do it in that same
Yeah,
order, but
dark
in that placement.
Yes.
So as this signal once again appears above it and blows out, the door like lights up on the signal, and you can see it's almost like this white thing glowing. After a few seconds, you start seeing it rumble and sink into the ground.
Oh.
And with that, the door opens. 1 second.
Yeah.
Get rid of generic that music. And play generic this music. And it's almost like a soft breeze of still air sort of flows out from it as you're able to peer into the darkness, and you can see it goes down a few steps, and then there's another set of double doors. And on the double doors, just barely like at the line of your vision, I don't know what light you're using, but you can see it looks like the stylized emblem of a wyvern.
Light? I'm sorry. What do you mean light? I don't understand.
I think we have two of us with dancing lights up.
Yep.
What was our rat friend's name again?
Scalper. Scalper
Bait.
gutter runner. You can see as he sort of like tries to like blend in with the whole group of you as he's like trying to peer in to see what's inside.
And yet, Scion's just gonna turn to him and be like, Scalper, I can't thank you enough for bringing us this far, but I think this is where we part ways. For your trouble. And I toss it. I just, like, flick him a gold.
Scalper sort of looks at the gold, looks back at him, looks at the gold, and says, "You won't come to Hiveness to play?"
I promise, when we get out of here we will, but this is a little important for us.
Scalper sort of like tilts his head and says, Can Scalper at least know what's inside? Scalper been here many times. Scalper just curious.
As are we. I'll tell you everything when we return.
Give me a persuasion check.
Yeah, because I assume we're gonna be in here longer than an hour, and that charm person is going to wear off.
He sort of like nods and says, Scupper, we'll trust. For now. Thus,
Appreciate it.
Scupper now knows key to get in later. And he gives a smile and he starts like walking away.
Oh, it's a good thing I didn't hear that. I'm too
We'll
preoccupied.
deal with that when we come back. We may just have to take one of these stones with us. Actually,
they did seem to reset after a moment, but and I'll like wave my hand and cast a minor illusion, turning the white and red stones opposite colors.
All right.
It's
So there
temporary,
is-
but it could stop him for a while.
There is a small like engraving above the door, and it says, "To those that walk the path."
What language is it in?
Common.
All right. In that case, and you said there was a carving of a wyvern on it.
Yes.
Witcher, does this
Interesting.
mean anything to you?
Does it?
It's typically, your profession is typically called like a path amongst like peers.
That's what
Like,
I figured.
You'll say people follow the path of the Witcher if they are actually following the rules of the Witcher Guild.
Ah, yes, this is the way of my people.
And I believe
This is
you're
the
the one
way.
that's supposed to open it.
This is the way. Is it just a door that can be opened, or
It's just a door.
she opens the door?
And
It's a
there's a
bit,
wyvern inside. Roll for
Musty, and you're able to see like at the edges of your vision inside. It actually, there is a stream of light coming out far from the bottom, and it's illuminating what looks to be a dead tree. And on it are hanging a bunch of medallions. All throughout the room are a couple of pieces of furniture, tables, a few fire pits, some chests, and a couple of unlit like fire holders.
Do I notice
Right.
anything about my medallion?
So as you like sort of like walk in and keep and like focus on it, it's like gently humming, but it's not like the aggressive kind that usually happens when monsters nearby. It's more just like resonating.
She's gonna, once she sees the tree and the medallions, walk up, and like kind of like bow her head and like pay respects to the medallions on the.
Yes. So as you like walk up to the medallions, you notice there are several for that you have never seen before. There are a couple. The most prominent one is there are a bunch of wyverns, but there's also a couple of vipers, a wolf, a manticore, and a lynx, all engraved in the medallions, hanging upon the tree. And you can see, and like in these side areas, look to be like long dead herbs or plants of some kind. And eventually, like maybe 30 to 40 yards up, there is a small little like hole into what you can only tell is the street above, because there's a stream of light coming down and there's a couple of drips of water dripping down, and there is in fact a ladder leading up to it.
Quick question. So, because I technically don't get my Witcher school until level 6, I haven't selected that. So, what is my medallion?
You can choose. I was assuming it was cat, or you could choose wolf too.
Cat isn't even an option list to have.
Oh, Lynx is a
You can
cat.
choose one of them from the list.
Okay, well,
wolf
she's
is
just gonna
also
be
a
like,
cat.
she's gonna be like paying her respects to the medallions hanging on the tree for like a minute.
Is this what you were looking for, Edith?
I'm not sure
'Cause it
what I
looks
was
like a
really looking
tree to
for,
me.
but this is in fact a place where witchers would congregate. all the medallions are for all the different schools of people. I've never seen this wyvern one though, but it seems that this was their home base, so to say.
Are they more of a... Forgive my ignorance on the Witchers, but is it more of a identification piece, or do the medallions have powers themselves? If you haven't seen the wyvern one, would that be something you could take and gain from? We did come here searching for tools and things that would help you, correct? Or is that
How does that work if
anathema?
so like you do get special abilities based on your school, but can you just take any medallion and use it? Or-
The medallions more are just like a identification. If you carry one and you are approached by another Witcher, presenting a medallion is how you prove that you are a member of that school.
Okay. So she would just turn to Aelokar and be like, well, the medallions themselves don't really hold the power of the school. You more learn that amongst your training. But usually they're just an identification to know which clan people are a part of.
And this wyvern clan is one that you're not familiar with?
Indeed, I've heard of the wolf, and she's like pointing to all the other ones, like the wolf, the bear, the griffin, the viper, the basilisk, but never this one.
Are these meant to symbolize fallen witchers?
Yes.
Perhaps we should take the wyvern amulet with us.
I mean, there's, what, thousands of them up there, you said?
Oh, is there?
Yeah, there's like lots of medallions there.
I thought only one of them
Yeah.
looked like a wyvern, though.
There are 7 wyverns.
Oh, okay.
If you
I thought
actually
maybe-
spend the time counting, there is like maybe 30 medallions in total all over the tree.
See, I thought maybe the wyvern one was like the medallion of the guy we're looking for, or whose stuff we're looking for, but never mind.
Yorvin, if these are here to honor the fallen, I don't think we should disturb them.
Not
Yes,
like
I would
they
not.
have much
I would
use
not
for 'em now.
recommend taking them off the tree.
Nope.
Scion slowly draws his hand back from the tree.
She like side eyes him.
Edith, which clan do you belong to?
Well, as a quick retcon moment, I too thought I was going to be part of the School of the Cat, but it is not in the subclass page Connor has created, so...
I also wrote that a year ago, so I can quickly add in cat, because that was one that is from the Witcher lore book.
Yeah, she, I think, was going to be part of the cat. I am training the ways of the cat. My clan tends to specialize in the cat again. Where's the book?
It's ferociousness, and you also are known for strange skills, such as being very adept at seeing in the dark, and also being known as like ambush hunters and half blending stealth as well as sudden strikes, and being able to deal. I'm gonna say this word wrong. Deal deadly blows to enemies with single hits, less than prolonged combats. All right, so
I also love the idea that, like, I ask what Witcher subclass she is, and she goes, oh, well, I was gonna go for... I belong to the clan of the cat, and then she's like, I'm in a fucking Witcher abode, where's the handbook?
so Vinny, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Oh god, is there a rugged smothering? Is that what that is? Okay, who keeps turning my token?
11.
So, give me 1 second. I have to scroll down.
To find the stat block.
If it's a rug of smothering, I would expect it to be like strength or something. I think I just set up a
So-
trap.
Vinny, you are overwhelmed with like this sudden feeling of nausea, and it's almost like your head starts pounding, and you can feel almost like things start coming out of your pores in this weird sensation. You are currently under the effect of the poisoned condition.
Is Ulan or no?
No,
Even though he's like right next to me?
correct.
That's actually good to know. I would take a step back and I would just tell him like, don't be careful where you step. There's something in there.
And as
are
you
okay,
step
Jordan?
back a few feet, it's almost like the wave goes off of you, and you are able to like finally breathe again.
There's something in that room. Just be careful where you're walking. I don't know what kind of the nature of this trap is, but it's unpleasant.
Oh,
Maybe before we start exploring, we do have a witcher who knows more about how these abodes are defended and trapped. Letting her take her time and lead could be beneficial for us all, not getting killed.
She also went to get a beverage, so she'll be there for a minute if anyone has anything else they want to do before.
Where's the rat?
Just waiting
Send
for
it in
her.
there first and see if anything happens.
Connor, you said that, like, when we entered, these, like, two sconces started burning automatically as we came in, right?
No, I
No,
lit those.
Vinny lit those.
Oh, okay, sorry. I missed that. Never mind. You did say... Actually, nope, I'm gonna take the advice that I just said and wait for the Witcher to come back. I'm not going to explore any rooms we haven't already been in without her.
Wait. So, Ulan didn't feel anything, right?
Yes.
Did he stand on that rug?
Well, Ulan, did you?
no.
No.
It could, whatever that rug is, it could be the effect that I felt. Perhaps it's cursed in some way.
Oh,
Wouldn't be
And you
completely
did
unheard.
notice from there, if you like looked around, there was what looked to be a body down the hallway.
Oh,
A body.
Oh yeah,
Well-
just that small note.
That also seems to be, like, just based on the map, kind of metagamey. It seems to be a smithery, which might be what Edith wants.
yeah.
Also, the word is smithy, not smithery.
I will reduce you to smitheries.
I should know that. I took lore and smithing as a skill proficiency.
I'll come back. What I miss?
There's a trap in this hallway, and I'm trying to figure out what's causing it.
And as Jorvin said that, I'm like, maybe we should let the Witcher, who probably knows how these hideouts are trapped and defended, lead the way.
And see, I put forward we should let something expendable like the rat lead the way, and then I realized it's not here.
I will do it as it's only been like a minute. You could totally try to like yell down the pipeways, and he might hear you very easily.
He's probably just standing right in the entrance.
Scion, your friend could be useful in a situation like this.
Well, I hate the idea of manipulating lesser creatures to. Scalper, could you come here?
Hold on, sir. How
Let's-
many women have you manipulated into your bedroom?
Scalper can come in.
Scion, you don't have to answer that question.
Let's have
I
some
won't.
morality,
Scalper, come here.
please.
You can. He sort of like half runs, and after a few seconds, he like goes down all fours and her scurries over, then stands back up and says, "Oh, very nice. Much better than Hive Nest."
I
Go
figured
get,
it might
go
be.
get the wisdom.
So, Scalper can take grab.
It's
You, you see as he
mostly.
starts like eyeing up the different crates.
Yeah, you could take what you want from there, but how blunt are we being about this?
He's
Maybe.
starved.
Yeah. I'm just gonna like pull Scion to the side and whisper in his ear, like, there are ways we can do this without compromising morals.
Without what now? Is that what?
Just wait a minute, Scalper. And I'm gonna, like, whisper a little bit, Bartholomew, can you walk down the hall? And I'm gonna share senses so that if anything happens as Bartholomew starts walking down the hallway, I'm able to, like, immediately feel it.
Is he a magic familiar or is he a companion?
He is a familiar. So that is why I'm able to, like, actually share my senses with him.
Alright, let me look up Find Familiar real quick.
I can put it in the chat if you want.
Spirit that takes an animal form you choose. Okay, I need to know if it was a spirit or an actual
Yes,
animal.
it is like a actual magical creature. It's just in the shape of a badger.
So, I'm gonna have him give a Constitution saving throw. Everyone sees as he like gets up about this far. It's almost like in Star Wars when the holograms like sort of go wavy in the image and like distorts for a few seconds. That happens to the badger, and you can see once he makes the
Yeah,
Constitution
I'm putting it
saving
in.
throw.
Not great.
Ooh.
He immediately
It is a
starts
badger.
dry heaving.
And I'll like call him back immediately as soon as that happens.
Yeah, once he walks back a few feet, he sort of like goes back to normal, and it's telepathic communication, right?
So I'm able to communicate with him aloud. I don't think it's a feature to get actual telepathic communication. What I can do is share my senses with him, so I feel what he feels and like can think what he thinks.
Okay.
Like Alucard is basically a zombie right now. Alucard's consciousness is in the badger.
All right. So as you, the badger, walk up, it's almost like you can feel almost for a few seconds. It's like you start fading from existence.
Yeah, I'll immediately have him come back then and go, yeah, that is, there's some sort of barrier there. And, Ulin, you were able to walk down the hall without issue?
I mean, I was able to walk over here, and I'll do it again. And I'll make sure I don't step on the rug just for science.
Ulin, you feel fine.
I'm going to send
around a little bit.
Bartholomew back down again, but making sure he avoids the rug this time.
Yeah, send him down this way, the bottom.
I'll follow Ulin first.
So as he follows Ulin, he's fine.
Okay, it does seem to be the rug. Or, at the very least, this top row is a safe passage. Well, experiments call for it. I'll call Bartholomew back, and then one last time, I'm going to send him on the south side now, avoiding the rug.
As he gets to about here, again, you are pretty keyed into it. So I would say you're able to like withdraw immediately once you start noticing it. But once again, he starts like fading from existence.
Alright, so it seems that just the top, it's not the rug, it's just the top path is clear.
And the people watching him almost see like as Bartholomew almost goes like transparent for a few seconds as he's going in there.
And as he comes back, I'm gonna like take out one of my like ration sets and like pull out some jerky and just start feeding it to him and be like, "Good job, little guy. I know that was rough. Thank you."
It eats.
Edith, have you seen anything like that before?
Should I make a lore check?
You can give me a history or Witcher lore check.
God fucking.
Oof.
You are unfamiliar with any specific effects related to that, or you don't have enough information to make a skilled assumption.
I can't say I've experienced this one before.
So you don't know if Witchers have the capacity for any kind of... What would the word be? Anti-magic, do you? Anything to dispel or disrupt magic? The creature he sent in there is a magical construct of his own making. And I just I kind of like nod my head over to Scalper. He's not.
Bartholomew
sorry.
was able to follow Ulan safely. I think it's more of the location, not necessarily that he's magical.
I didn't begin fading out of existence when I stepped on the rug.
That you know of.
Ulan? Did I?
Did you what?
Was I like... did it look like I was disappearing when I stepped on the rug, or was I just like sick?
It was like a sensation of like all your hairs raised on end. You had like this weird itching all over. No one noticed anything besides you reacting to it. You didn't like phase from existence or go transparent or anything.
Yeah, that.
Can Edith try?
Wait,
Yeah.
Let
Yeah, I
me
was-
see if perhaps there's some kind of charm against people with medallion.
Well, there is a body down there.
I was gonna say, it could be a magic thing, that because I'm magic, it's having a negative effect on me. It might not, like, I guess you are magic, because you have the signs. But if anybody's gonna get through, the best chance is gonna be you. You're the least magic out of all of us, if it is it's a magic effect.
Yeah, but I think the Witchers
Also-
are more like mutations than, like, spells.
They do cast primitive spells. They aren't spells. They're like under a cantrip. They are less
That's why
magical
they're called
than a
signs
cantrip.
and not spells.
So
Yeah.
it could be something that's interfering with our magic in a weird way that's literally making me sick because it's like disrupting the magic in me, and for the badger it's just gonna destroy it. So it could be like an anti-magic
Or-
thing.
There's some kind of protection that only this, and she like points to her medallion, can let you through.
There's also a dead body down there.
Well, let me go try to find out who the fuck it is. I heard you, Ulan.
We didn't react.
And she kind of like takes a deep breath and steps into where it seems like the boundary is.
So as you like sort of pass to over here, you feel your medallion starts like vibrating, and you are not really affected whatsoever.
Is this a vibration that like a danger vibration, or
This
just
is the metal of the medallion is like it feels like one of those like tuning rods when you hit it and
Mhm.
it vibrates for very long. It's like that happening to your medallion.
so she would assume this isn't immediate like danger based on that.
Usually that is more like you can
Like
actually feel like
pulsating,
pulling in
yeah.
a direction towards where the
Yeah.
danger is. This is just in general, it's vibrating.
She's gonna slowly make her way down. Or
And-
actually, when she gets here, she's gonna say, "I think I am okay. Let me try a little further." Way down.
As you get there, you notice this corpse actually has a wyvern medallion on it, and it is a very long dead, corpse. You notice there's a large, almost like half glowing sword that is next to him, and also he's wearing like this strange half plate mail. And as you get within 15 feet, give me a Constitution saving throw with advantage.
Okay. Nice.
Your like skin tingles and it's itchy all over, but otherwise you're fine as you get close.
She wants to go kneel down next to the corpse and like, kind of like pay her quick respects like she did to the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whatever. Go ahead.
So as you get look closer at him, you notice that while your medallion is on like a normal chain, he is wearing an extra chain around his neck, which is of this thick, dark, almost bluish black looking metal.
Have I ever seen this before?
For this, you can give a Witcher lore with advantage. That is Demolition. He has a necklace of magic canceling metal.
Ah, okay. Sorry, was it what was the metal called?
Demolition. I'll just post it. Demoritium.
Dimeridium?
Demeritium. Yeah, we'll go with that for now.
She would attempt to take the medallion off his neck, with the intention she would go hang it on the tree. But can she tell by looking at the body what could have potentially killed it?
So,
Like, are there like weapon marks or like withering or certain like magical looking damage?
give me a medicine check. $11. So he is very long since dead, and you see a couple of weird things. You notice like all his veins are black, which is typically something that happens when, witchers take certain of their medicines and other different things. You also notice his teeth that you can see clearly now are giant fangs. He has 2 giant fangs protruding out of his mouth.
Vampire.
Give me a Witcher lore roll. They look sort of like a wyvern's teeth.
Can she investigate this sword? Because you said it was glowing, right? Or like,
It is very dimly, and you notice very clearly where it is closer to the necklace, it is looking normal, like just a normal sword. But like further away, there's like this slight glow to it. But yeah, it is a large great sword, and as you hold it up, you notice that there is very intricate detailing all over it. There's an empty pommel where something could be put in, and there is also a few different like repository areas all over it for placing poisons and oils on it.
but when she picks it up, nothing like happens, right?
Nothing, no like effect happens.
Okay. I just didn't want her to all of a sudden be like taking like necrotic damage, something like
No.
that. Okay, so she's gonna grab the medallion that she took off his neck, and go.
Just the medallion, or are you gonna touch the necklace?
For now,
metal?
just the medallion.
Okay.
And then she's gonna go back up to the group and kind of relay what she saw.
Give me a sleight of hand to get the medallion off without touching the necklace, then.
I thought I already. That's what I was trying to do before, but.
So your hand sort of slips because they're sort of like on top of each other, and as you touch the necklace, you lose all your sign slots.
Oh. That's fun. Do I like? I assume I notice something like when that happens, like.
It almost
Like a
feels like you
sensation.
are completely drained, and you suddenly like have no sensation. Whereas normally you are able to like almost feel like a magical connection with things around you, and it's just as you like brush up against it, that connection is severed, and you are just a human, no magic.
But do I get the Witcher medallion off?
Yes.
Okay, well, she's gonna try to shake off whatever feeling she just had, and then return up to the group. And she's gonna say, Ulin was correct, there is a body down there. It appears to be one of these wyvern clan members. He had this medallion. She holds up the medallion, which I assume has a wyvern on it.
Mhm.
And then he also had teeth that appear to be of a wyvern. But even stranger, he had another necklace around his neck that was made of dimeridium. I've seen this before. Pretty rare, but it basically negates all magic around it. And when I removed the Witcher's medallion, I accidentally brushed the other necklace, and I felt all my magic leave. So that's not great.
Everyone can give me a history check as she says Dimeridium.
Is there a chance I could use my smithing lore for that?
Yes.
It's the same bonus, but I feel like that would be more in line with what Alucard would be interested about.
Yorvin has a little bit of personal experience with this because there are a sect of almost halfway between Inquisitors and Royal Agents known as the Mage Hunters, which in the old world, their task was to hunt down magic users that were not licensed with either of the Mage College, and they would hunt down anyone that they would catch casting magic that were not specifically trained or in the service of a king or monarch. And Dimeridium was one of the main tools they used because it was one of the few ways that they can counter a mage. Alucard, you know Dimeridium as being a son of a bitch metal to work with, and it is a pain in the ass to encounter in the wild because it saps magic, and trying to fashion anything from it is a fool's errand because it is rough, it is tough, it just does not work well whatsoever.
The fact someone was able to make a necklace chain out of that is incredible. Then,
And
I'm gonna like mumble that to myself.
And you know, it is also incredibly rare and valuable. In fact, all the mines of it are owned directly by specific monarchs or by the Mage College as a means to stop its propagation.
So, the entire necklace is made of this dimeridium, then?
Is this something that is worth carrying with us?
Yes, absolutely. We just need to be safe about it.
How do we grab this?
Who here has the least amount of magic?
Unfortunately, it sounds like you've already been drained. From what I know of the material, it's a pain that it drains the magic, but once it saps it out of you, it's not like it's going to do anything further. And you should get it back once you're able to rest up.
I'm more concerned how we're going to be carrying this along with us.
Oh, once we put it into a satchel, it's direct contact, which is the issue.
You do know it saps the area around it as well.
Oh, it does.
Mages
Okay.
often get sick just from being near it, because it drains the magic from the air itself all around it.
Oh,
and it is
that's
like
what was happening when we got
that's the
within.
problem.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the problem. That might be the problem for us. It's going to be
Do we know of any way to like seal off that aura of anti-magic?
What did you get? 16. So you know, they will actually often use containers of lead to surround this thing. It's almost like a radiation.
Oh my god, I was right.
If we can get a lead box or container, that should be able to dampen its effects on us while we travel. I can't say that I tend to carry lead boxes on me, so it's not like it's something I have immediately. But Salazar's tower had quite a few materials and research pieces. If we can return, I wouldn't necessarily be surprised if he had containers meant for storing things like dimeridium, and if not, I'm sure there's at least some lead in his workshop. Give me a few hours and I can fashion a container.
My friend, lead is very heavy.
It doesn't have to be a very large box if it's just for a necklace.
Yes, I suppose.
I'm happy to be the one who carries it. It won't affect you, Ulan.
Considering the opponents that we're setting ourselves up to battle are powerful spellcasters, getting access to this metal could be exactly what we need to beat them. The question is, why was a witcher wearing a necklace made out of it?
I was just about to ask you the same. Why would he have it around his neck?
I'm familiar with mage hunters using it to stifle the powers of mages they're capable of capturing, but generally they smith the metal into manacles of sorts. A necklace is something that's put on more willingly.
Liz, can you do a perception check retroactively for just being in the forge room? You noticed on here were smithing schematics.
Yeah, I mean, she's gonna go back down there. She just wanted to tell everyone what she found.
Yeah.
If you share
Before
that there
you
were
go-
smithing schematics, I would definitely be interested in asking you to
Oh, yeah,
retrieve those as well.
She's gonna loot the room and grab whatever.
Before you go, the corpse of the witcher, did it have a sword on it?
It did. There's quite a large greatsword down there.
Did you happen to see what the sword was made out of?
It is a swirling metal that is half like a silvery shiny color, and the other is more of like a steel color.
With that description, do I know anything about that?
Give me a smithing.
Probably not.
You've heard theories, but you've never seen it done in practice or know how to replicate such a process.
Understood.
It seemed there were two metals that constructed it, but even more peculiar, well, not even more useful, it seemed that the hilt was already created to put our potions and oils and potentially some magic fusions in the blade.
Wait, did you say it was made out of two metals?
Yes.
Edith, when Ulan and I first met Sal's construct in his tower, I tried to garner a little bit of extra information about the Witcher that was traveling with Salazar when he died. An original member of his party, along with, what was the big guy's name?
Sir Gregor.
Gregor, yeah.
Along with Gregor. The Witcher that traveled with them wielded a blade made of two metals.
Perhaps this is that Witcher then.
I think it might be. Any equipment that it has could be of use to us. Weapons, armor, anything it has on it. Take everything.
Particularly strange, then, that a Witcher traveling in the company of powerful spellcasters would be wearing a necklace of dimeridium.
Well,
That
maybe it
tells
was
me-
some sort of punishment after their escapades. If his friends were, taken or killed, he got away, may have then been dealt with in other means. Perhaps
Was it-
they still wanted him to be creating things in this smithy, whatever, but didn't want him potentially taking action against them.
Manacles would be a punishment. A necklace is desperation. That Witcher put that necklace on willingly. He was scared of something and hoped that the effects of that necklace would hinder whatever it was that was coming after him. It would seem he was wrong.
But why would he put himself through that? Not being able to use his signs?
The magic of whatever was hunting him must have been greater than his own.
Well, I'm going to head back into the room and grab all I can. It seemed there were some kind of smith notes on a desk, which I can grab for you, Aelakar. But I will see what I can grab.
I'd appreciate that, and we'll come back for the dimeridium once we're able to find a proper container for it, but take the sword now. I know you've been looking for a new weapon. Sounds like this one might be specially made for you, in a way.
Alright, so I will just post some of the loot that you find. If you look over the dead Witcher,
I think more of this loot was
That's
made
what's on him.
specifically for me. I haven't gotten enough yet.
And in the forge room is also that. But there's also, if you spend any amount of time like actually looking for materials, that is in the forge room as well.
I would be particularly interested in the silver powder and the weapon blueprint.
Yeah, I'd be interested in the anvil. Take it. Take the anvil. Drag the
yes.
anvil out.
Yes.
In
Tie it to a
Ravnica,
stick,
Vinny
make a
wants to
warhammer.
take tables. In Witcher, he wants to take anvils. What will he take next?
Yeah, so she's definitely gonna take his medallion. She already had it.
Sion's going to take the 2 hand axes. This is actually his multi-class into barbarian now.
Oh, you see, Edith was gonna grab a dagger and just chuck it at your feet and say, "Here you go, bud." She'll take the broken armor and just like strap it along her back. She will take the sword. And the coins, obviously. Grab the prints and the silver powder. What?
The rat, says
rat
that.
boy.
I
Oh.
If you
pick the
start
dagger,
pulling
pick the dagger
weapons
up
out-
and like flourish it a little bit to him and be like, "What? It was yours all along, my friend. It suits you. It is just like a plain dagger, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine."
Okay, so Edith will give Alucard the blueprint and just say, "I'm not trained in the ways as you. These are probably better in your hands." Give him the blueprints and the silver powder. She'll just disperse daggers to people as they want. Basically, just kind of like anyone want one of these. And she's going to like have the new Witcher sword sheathed in her back or in her whatever. And instead, she's going to take out one of her other great sword, or what does she have? She has a long sword. And she's going to walk up to Maeve and say, "You really want to train? Hold on to this.
What are you giving her, a dagger?
A long sword.
There is no long sword.
I have one on me. I'm taking it
Oh.
out of mine and putting the new
Ah,
great sword in, the Witcher sword."
And when she comes back out, I'll just go, glancing at the new greatsword, if there is obviously a spot for that gem in the pommel, does it look like it would fit those chaos gems that we've been finding?
There is a specific gem that looks like it would fit in there quite well. There is you recognize it's the similar size to the ice chaos gem that you've gotten.
Edith, do you still have that blue chaos gem, the one that looked like it would slot into some sort of pommel?
I
'Cause
thought Ulin
you-
had the chaos gems.
Oh, Ulin, that chaos gem you had, I think I might have found its home.
I don't have the chaos gem.
Has it?
Okay, someone has the
It
chaos
is in
gem.
all players' journals. Someone just speak up and say they had it the whole time.
I had the chaos gem, sure. Then I'll be like,
no.
I'll just kind of fish it out of my bag and go, Edith, this looks like it might fit that pommel.
Ah, you're correct. She'll unsheath the sword, hold it up.
As she unsheaths it in front of you, as you've like stepped a little bit away from the necklace, you can tell now it is faintly glowing. This thing looks like a magic sword. And as you look at the pommel, you estimate you could, with about 30 minutes of work, get that thing in there, no problem, and be all good to go.
When we return to Salazar's tower, I'd be happy to slot that in and make sure it's rightfully fitted for you.
I appreciate it. Maeve, you gotta be able to take the big girth, okay? Stop being a baby.
That's not something you
Did
say
you
to a
just tell a
child, Lizzie.
child to take the big girth.
It is. Maybe there's a short sword in there she can start with. I don't know if she has the upper body strength for one that big yet. That blade is bigger than she is.
Weaklings. And she walks back down to grab one of the short
Yes,
swords
she's
she
a
saw.
child.
When I was a child, I wielded this blade. And she walks back down and grabs a short sword and walks back up and gives her one of the short swords.
As you
Yeah,
do
because-
that, Maeve is holding the longsword you gave it and like trying to lift it, like having like trying to get like strength up from it, like lifting it like a set of weights. Having heard you say that.
All right.
See, look
We
at those
didn't-
noodle arms. She needs something smaller, quicker.
We did not get accommodations when I was a child. You had to learn.
I
Connor,
don't think any of us want your childhood, Edith.
Connor, I think it is worth asking. In the Blue Ice Chaos Pommel handout, it does say it has to be inlaid into a non-magical weapon. Would it still be able to be inlaid in this sword?
It would be able to inlay it in this sword.
Okay, good to know. Yes, I think I'll be able to work on this nicely for you, Edith.
I'm excited to see what it can do.
As am I.
Oh, and I put into the Discord the schematics, and along it were a note.
Maeve is a natural.
She's stabbing boxes over here practicing it, and she's actually pretty good at it.
So is this great sword called Fang, perhaps?
Fang?
Well, how long does attunement take?
An hour.
hour.
We can follow up on that. I'm also only glancing over these notes and schematics, so that's something that I would ask when we get back to the tower and have some time to review. If it doesn't, like, say Fang on the hilt or something, I'm not even going to ask yet.
It does not have anything written in Common or Elvish on the sword.
Yeah, then I will just wait until we're back, and once I'm doing more study on the, like, schematics and stuff, and I realize that this is a one-time use thing, and that it's referencing a magical sword that this person apparently already had, that's when I'll bring it up with Edith.
I couldn't help but notice on there it mentions a name of another Witcher group or like a holdout. Who knows the geography well? Someone's really good at that, right?
Unfortunately, not I. I spent most of my life in the Elvish clans, and, well, I didn't breach out beyond their territories until recently.
Connor, would I be good at that since I'm kind of a nomad?
What languages do you speak?
Great question. Common and Druidic.
Does anyone have a language that isn't Common, Elvish, or Infernal?
I have
Okay,
Dwarven
well,
and Draconic as well.
I got one.
Hi, buddy.
It's no, you actually don't get anything. Actually,
that's fine.
people can give me a history check.
I'm not even gonna bother. I feel like I wouldn't know this, and my advice would be bring it to the robot.
Yeah, unless this is an Elvish settlement, it wouldn't be right for Alikar to roll. He wouldn't know.
Obviously, Edith hasn't heard of this group.
Nope, no clue what that word even means.
I'd like to remind everybody, we do know a talking repository of information.
Wait. Uren? Ulen? Ulin, it's yours!
No, that's his brother.
Uren. Scalper?
Scalper! You bringing Scalper to the other hideout?
There is no other hideout. We made that up.
But more weapons.
The rat has a point, though. There could be more weapons deeper inside this place. I think it would be worth it for us to continue searching.
Yes, there are doors down this hallway.
Yes, in fact, Scalper, there could be more weapons down this way if you'd like to go check.
Okay. And you see, he like sort of walks right over the carpet where you guys all walked, and
Yeah,
he's
he's not
completely unaffected.
Yeah, he's not magic.
He sort of like looks down, you see him disappear, fumble with the door, go back and say, "Stupid! There are books there. Who reads?" And then he goes and pops in a couple other doors and like looks in around and says, "No weapons. Just cages and weird plants." Oh, and he stops over here, looks around. Yeah,
Wait,
human bed nests are so weird.
weird plants, you say?
And a
What about this door right
library?
here?
A human bed area?
Door! Ah. Another human bed area.
I would like to
Say-
open the door to where he said there were books.
Yeah, I want to go wherever the plants.
I'll go Scion to check human bed area.
So many human bed nests.
Wow. This is, we did it.
Hey Connor, do you have a blade for the new sword?
Yes, assuming you are going to attune to it, I will just share it with you now.
I mean, she
This
will.
is
I was
something
just gonna
more
put it
my
in there.
speed.
And I will also put it in Zachary's because he has a recipe now using it.
I'll also ritual cast Identify on it when I'm doing the research back at Salazar's tower. Oh, what's this? It's called Fang? Who could have guessed?
Alright, so I'm going to be posting, as you guys look around, in the library room, there are a bunch of Witcher tomes, and you can see notes and a couple of Witcher contracts, and quite clearly what is a handwritten journal, and on the front just has tall written on it.
She would like to go grab it and leaf through the pages quick.
Vaguely, as you like sort of like look through it, there is a lot of standard Witcher hunting and contracting, but you notice the last 3 pages all seem very relevant.
Well, okay, so like, does she see stuff for like potions or like oils or anything in there, or is it?
So are you looking in like the Witcher tomes, or are you looking in his journal?
I guess journal. Actually,
Good.
Looking, I'm going to post in the Witcher campaign. Read at your own peril.
oh god.
Are any of us allowed to read this, I guess, because it's on the Witcher channel?
I would download that and then open it as a notepad, because that posted really weirdly. And I will share. There are Witcher tomes you picked up.
I would like to see if, while Edith is looking at that, I'm going to try and see if there's anything that describes the various Witcher orders, specifically anything about the Path of the Wyvern.
I think the last the last 5 lines are pretty important.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's we have a solution to the undead problem now. Cool.
Well, Hold on.
Oh, fuck. He put onto Materium because he was going to turn. That's to keep
that's
him
it.
dead.
That's it. Told you. Told you. He was scared of something.
So it's a good thing I didn't take it off of him, because that was a thing I was thinking of doing.
I think we still need it.
Oh, we definitely still need it, but at least now we know that it might happen.
Yeah, now we know to prep for the fight when he turns.
Yeah.
Wait, is the right side cut off for anybody else?
Yeah, you gotta like zoom out.
You gotta... If you download it, it'll let you scroll to the right.
I don't want.
Yeah, I just opened it in a text file.
Discord's struggling a little bit with that one. Putting it
I
in a
will
markdown
also-
editor made it quite a bit more readable.
Hold up, let me just put it in a handout too.
Whose notebook is this, did you say? Tall's?
It
Tall.
says tall on it.
Like T-A-A-L?
Yes. It is also in the handouts, just as Witcher Journal.
Thank you.
I would tell. I'd probably at some point mention because I was in this room out too. I wanted to check out some of the things that were in here. I would probably like mention Edith. Maybe we should take that with us. You never know when it's gonna come in helpful.
Take which?
Just the whole journal. Just take the journal.
Oh,
Just.
oh yeah,
stick it in the bag
she
so
was
you have it.
planning on taking that and the tome, the Witcher tome.
Edith, what is? Do you know what Dunnaw steel is?
That can be a smithing check or a history check.
Can it be a Witcher lore check?
No.
Damn it.
Wait, what
This
kind of
isn't
checks is this?
specific. Smithing or history.
Fuck it.
This
I
isn't
knew-
something specific to Witchers.
There's a chance I might know this. I'll give it a shot. Nah, sorry. That was for me, but still no. Kid don't know it.
You got 15 history. You know that it is a rare elven type of steel.
Ilkar, you probably have heard of this. The elves tend to use it.
As I'm called out to, I will, like, go up and say, sorry, what was that?
It is, as you see the word, you know it is one of those techniques that has been lost to time with the collapse of elven civilization.
This is one of the very things I've been searching for. And, sorry, this is in the herb room?
This is in the notes.
Oh, this is in that note.
It is
Okay.
mentioned.
I just haven't gotten that far yet.
Yeah, I ain't gotten that far either.
If they know anything about this, then I'm particularly interested. That's one of the techniques of forming the old elvish blades that I've been searching for. One of the reasons I set out upon this quest and left my homeland to start with.
Well, I think we have bigger problems than your personal quest right now, but...
No. Well, it seems that my personal quest may be helpful if it allows us to deal with this problem. Also seems that, well, I've only glanced through the notes, but there are a few other things. Silver powder stops their regeneration.
That's more what I'm looking at right now.
And Altair is not just some undead elf. This is a true abomination. I don't know what yet, but based on that
saying that since the start.
based on
Glad
that
to hear you agree.
description in the last paragraph, I think the threat that we're dealing with is more otherworldly than I initially thought. Not just necromancy gone awry.
I'm at least glad we're all on the same page now. Now it's a matter of what we're going to do about it. I suppose we feel the matter of finding him first. These 20 more eyes.
In the Witcher tome, are there like oils or potion recipes or what's in there?
So in there, it is a course of 2 hours a Witcher can use the tome to get knowledge. That should be in the handouts.
Okay.
So it depends on what you're looking for, and you have to make take time to learn stuff. The biggest one is that you can learn a specific technique from it too, for fighting.
She's gonna grab that and bring it later. And you said there's herbs in here?
As you walk in, you see the dried husks of what were once herbs.
Oh, so they're all dead.
There's also a very large, what looks like a wyvern skull.
Edith is gonna... She grabbed everything she needs. She's gonna go back to the tree and hang the medallion on the tree and take a minute to pay respect.
Oh, you actually... There are a few more things in there that you find, which I'll post into the 20. You see notes and a couple of potions.
Just asked if there were potions.
My head's in 5 places, because 5 different people.
Well, she's gonna take anything related to oils or potions, so...
I just posted that in the world.
Are any of you particularly religious? Because I have a question now that I'm going through these notes further.
Yeah, I've been reading this. I'm like reading this whole thing over, trying to pick any pieces that are why.
Yeah, like, well, amongst the elves, there haven't been paladins in a very long time. But my understanding is that they serve a god of sorts, take oaths to them. A few times here there is a paladin Ein noted working for Altair. If this is something where a paladin's powers can be bestowed, does that mean Altair, well, are they a god?
No such thing.
Alright, so you're not the one to ask. Anybody else?
A mortal can... The gods left the spheres a long time ago. Altair probably thinks himself a god, but he's not. Read the notes. He can be killed. We just have to figure out how to do it. There's... ways. It's... This
Well, it sounds
paladin
like if he keeps
Ein...
reviving, there's one thing that stops it.
Yes, the Dimeridium may be the solution to slaying him in the end. But my question more is, if this is a creature capable of bestowing religious abilities onto his followers, once again, the scope of this Altair, it's expanding exponentially everything we hear about him. I'm simply trying to gather what I can. Once again, I know little about paladins, as my people have not had one in, well, since before my time.
You can at least trust me on this. What we're dealing with is certainly no god. Altair draws his power from something beyond our realm, much like myself. But that is beside whatever powers he bestows. There's always a way to negate it. There's always drawbacks. He simply has had much more time than I have to deal with it. There's a temple in the city that was devoted to the same entity that gives him his powers. We get in there, we might be able to figure out the exact nature of it. I have
that
ideas.
Lunaran temple.
Yes, and it's going to be dangerous, and I know the pirates are at our backs, but I think it is of the utmost importance that we get inside that temple and let me take a chance to see what I can find out in there. There might be more answers than we think in there.
I think he's likening him more to a prophet as opposed to a god himself.
Yeah, like I'm trying to like non-metagame term. I'm trying to do this non-metagaming, but like Jorvin's basically saying that from the sounds of it, this dude's probably a warlock too.
Yeah, and that's what I was getting from what you were saying as well, and I agree. Yeah. It's more of just like Alucard does not understand religion, so he's like, fuck it, he's got paladins. What does that mean? Yes. So I know we have our plans for raiding that palace tomorrow with the pirates, but I don't see why after that we wouldn't be able to dedicate time to the Lunaran temple, although I believe when we passed it earlier it was swarming with undead. I guess we shouldn't be surprised given this context.
Yeah, like that was the plan, is we were gonna go there after the palace. Like that we absolutely need to. I was just kind of reinforcing that, like, with everything we know, it's even more important that we go there now.
Yes,
like,
I think
be
this
dangerous,
temple might have insights to Altair's ascension that would help us with figuring this whole issue out.
Yes, I agree. The sooner we get to the bottom of this, the better. I would hate for my song to fall on dead ears.
Ha.
My head hurts.
Oh, poor little guy. Edith, are you ready to go?
Yeah, she like kind of stands up in her and says, "Yes, but I will come back for his body and return it to the rightful resting place once we discover it."
Yes, and once again, if he's wearing that to stop a revival, we should come back prepared for a fight.
We've killed the undead before, we can do it again.
And we've taken his sword from him.
That's also a really good point.
Yeah, that would have been bad if he like woke up and all of a sudden just had this giant ass magical weapon that fucked us over.
This is a good point. There's also a chance that, similar to Salazar, he's able to retain some of his faculties when he returns, in which case we might be able to get more information before having to dispatch him.
Speaking of the sword, Edith, how does it feel? Is it going to help us?
Yes, I do need some time to really become one with the sword as I have with my other weapons, but...
Where'd the rat go?
He's in the
He's
hallway.
right here.
He's just lurking around, probably picking at whatever he...
He found a keg, and you see him drinking from it.
Is that fresh, Scalper?
Dwarven ale never goes bad.
Oh, dwarf ale. Wait, that dwarven ale.
He hands you another keg as he continues slurping up.
Oh, I heard egg.
Yep,
Oh.
Wait, you
dwarven
said he
eggs
found an
never go
egg.
bad.
No,
Or
he
big.
says
Uh,
dwarven ale never goes bad.
You see, when I
Is
heard,
it in
I
fact
heard you
not bad,
say,
or is he just a moron?
As this is common knowledge, dwarven ale is like 20% alcohol.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
you see, I thought you said he found an egg. I did not hear keg. I heard egg, and I was
The
even more
dwarves reproduce
concerned.
via laying eggs. They never go bad. Wrong.
Surprise, this is a continuation of the Easter one-shot.
Ugh. Also,
Oh
Connor, I
God,
don't
the
see the
giant
the new oils.
What?
I don't see the oils in here.
I can add those in. Which ones are you missing?
3 new ones that you mentioned.
If you scroll down and you and Regis Alchemist,
Yeah.
if you scroll all the way down, it should be under beginner, intermediate, expert.
No.
Connor, very important. How big
I
is the
don't
keg?
see those. I also don't see their description.
The descriptions are later on after.
Yeah, like they're not in there.
Close it and reopen it. I was editing it just now. That might have fucked up it.
But yeah, Edith is ready to roll.
Good, I didn't mean to rush you, but there is still one other pathway in this lair we haven't investigated yet. It could bear more treasures that could help us in our upcoming fight. Because yeah, there's this door up here. That's worth investigating.
How long have we been in here?
Let's see. You left at about probably like 7:30 a.m. Only took like 2 hours for you to get here. So I would say you've been here maybe like 30 minutes. So it might be like 11 a.m.
Gotcha. I just lean over by Scion and whisper, be like, "It is close to getting to an hour, was it?"
Well, if he keeps it this, I don't know if we have to worry about it.
Oh, that's fair. Also, how big are these kegs? Are they like the small ones, or the
There
big-
is one very large one that looks to be somewhere in the range of like 10 gallons. And the other ones all appear to be like gallon sized.
I'm gonna take a gallon one for the road.
Which one is Scalper drinking from?
He's sipping from a gallon keg.
Okay. A gallon of 20% alcohol will fuck you up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he might just
Leave him.
die on his own.
Yeah.
Yeah, just leave him. He's enjoying himself. I want to see what's through the fancy door over here. And I want to see if that's another one we have to blow open.
And as we're leaving, I'm just gonna be like, Scalper, help yourself to any of the weapons in that other room, but the necklace on the skeleton is ours, and we will be back for it.
Scalper
If
sort
you
of like
touch it, it
holds
may
up a
poison you.
hand, like, and it's shaking up high, and it takes a few seconds, but it looks like he's going for a high five.
I high five him.
Yeah.
You keep going, buddy.
Are we sure we should leave him in here like this? What if he just picks up the necklace because he forgets?
Then, you won't
Then,
get far.
yeah, then I think
Okay, but then
The-
what? But then what if the Witcher comes back from the dead?
Scalper knows. No touch necklaces. Scalper, good listen here.
Yorvin, detonate the keg.
I can. Do you want me to?
No, no.
No. The structure
will-
in here is probably fragile.
He will drink himself to sleep, and it's still relatively early in the day. If there is lead at Salazar's workshop, I'm sure I can make a small repository for the Dimaterium
And I'm
relatively
sure none of
quickly.
it will get in your system.
Yeah, hold on, wait, I like this idea. But yeah, also, he might just have something like that for transporting stuff like this anyway, who knows?
Gulliver, why
weird-
do you squeak?
He's a weird guy.
One
You
way
get
to
it?
find out.
I still say, though, that we go through the other door. Or at least try.
Agreed.
Agreed.
One up here?
Mm.
Before we go,
There's
all
also
the
this
stones
other
are
pipe.
off of this, right?
So, yeah, they are currently. Because they pop out after you use it.
Yeah.
That's what I was told, at least.
So you climb up there?
Yeah.
So as you do, give me a second. As you sort of like open it up, it takes you to the bottom of a chimney. It looks like. It
What?
literally opens as a door into like a fireplace, which has a chimney with a ladder going up to the top.
Okay.
Go on, then.
But it's a chimney.
You said there was a ladder up there, right?
Yeah.
There's only one way to find out what's on the other side.
Okay, but what if there's big monsters?
Then we are all here to fight them with you.
Then climb the damn stairs!
It's just a small platform. It's not that we're trying to abandon you.
Okay, you can still, like, climb up most of the way and just hang on.
I
Remember,
will
this is
climb
a
up.
30-foot, like, shallow staircase.
I will climb up about 10 feet behind him so that he has space to go back down a step if
And
needed.
then I'll climb the ladder.
Do you climb all the
Yep,
way up
climb.
out of the chimney?
Yeah, I'll peek out.
You should be on a new map, and I will say if you find the one patch of revealed area, you are on top of the chimney looking thing.
Okay.
Aha.
As you
Okay.
get up top, you are standing on some shingled roof. You see there is a wooden bridge going directly into what looks to be a brick wall, and there is a few feet of brick wall going up all around, but it literally looks like you just popped out of a chimney on a roof.
Can I see anything from the roof?
No, the walls are actually like blocking your sight in either direction.
Oh.
Strange.
Does it look like there's any way to climb up?
So the bridge itself is like 3 feet like above where the roof is, and it's almost like it just goes straight into the wall. You don't see like any joints, any connections. It just goes straight into the wall.
Oh.
Go touch it. The wall
Um,
might not be
real.
real.
Alec. Fuck, Ulin voice. Fuck. Alucard, could you come up here?
Yeah, I mean, I was only a few feet behind you on the ladder, so... Strange, you'd think that being on a roof, we would be the highest point, not the lowest. Ulin, you've disappeared.
I'm sorry. It goes into the wall. I am a learned man. You see, there's no joints or anything. It's just bridge wall.
I'm gonna take out Sonnet and just kind of prod at the wall where the bridge goes into it.
So as you like poke it with your sword, It passes clean through.
Seems you've discovered an illusion. And I will stick my head through the spectral wall.
Alright, so as you poke your head through the wall, give me a second.
It gets decapitated. Make a new character.
You're dead. Yeah, you're just dead. Sorry. It's just how it goes.
All the way in, he's gone.
Didn't realize that when he pulled the sword out, it had no blade.
Wait, so Ulan, do you pass through the wall cleanly?
Yeah, I'll put my head in first, but then
Excuse me.
if it seems fine, then I will just pass through it.
As you look through, you see a couple of spectral forms just looking right back at you.
Oh, hello.
Damn, should have gotten the rest of the party.
Get the others. Get the others.
Roll initiative.
Oh fuck.
Damn.
Oh fuck! I forgot the.
We're not on the screen, so how does that work?
You can place yourself on the chimney, and I will say it counts for 20 feet of movement for each of you.
I will be back in a moment. I need to get a tissue.
Oh fuck you! Fuck you, Connor.
Damn, can't wait for this to be a banshee and Ulan just fucking dies.
At least my initiative roll was okay.
I'm so fast as fuck, boy.
Mine's
The
not.
question is,
appropriately.
why are these things up here? Whatever they are.
Because the whole city's full of undead, maybe?
But how'd they get up here?
And why
They're
were
ghosts?
they hidden behind a illusory wall? Yeah, so, Ulan, do you want to take one step forward because you passed through and I was sticking my head through, so I'm probably where you are now, and I think you're like one to
Well,
the right.
I did say that I was passing my head through before I stepped in, and I saw this,
Oh.
so I don't think I'm actually stepping through. Like I feel
Gotcha.
like we would just
Yeah, no,
we would just
that's
bump into
fair.
each other.
That's fair. I'll be right behind you then.
Yeah.
Sound and Phineas, I would say it's going to take like your entire movement to get up onto the roof, but you both go first. As you just see these two like fumbling around up top.
Alright, can I at least get like 5 feet away from the chimney just to like be here?
Yes, you can get out of the way for more people to come up.
Yeah, I'll just be right here.
you just hear Ulan like screaming in the form of the witch theme.
Yeah, so hearing your reactions and seeing your head in the wall, I will draw my bow and ready an attack if something evil comes within 5 feet of me.
Gotcha.
You do know he
That
just
being
makes
said,
that noise
Yorvin
sometimes.
is going to come up the ladder soon.
Yes, so.
Evil.
I don't know what you're
Alright.
talking about. I would never.
Phineas, it took
Oh, good
all of
man.
your movement to get up here, but you have the rest of your turn.
I realize now that I forgot to unmute myself.
Very good.
Rest
Good
in
job.
peace.
Yeah, thank you. How do I get my targeting thing again? That's zoom. How do I select again? In order to target, I'm gonna target this.
You
one.
don't target
You
here.
don't target.
Oh, okay, so I'm not crazy.
There is
There's a wall there.
between you and that.
Oh.
This is a wall. You cannot see that.
But you do see Ulan's head sticking through said wall.
It just
You see Ulan's head sticking through a wall over here.
I don't think I can do anything.
Oh.
Is there like a door or something here?
Nope.
It's just
Nope.
a wall.
Door. It's just
his
wall.
head?
Yep.
You said this is a wall because we're on the top of the roof, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Kitty, it's a wall for like the fourth time.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to see if I can use my thorn whip to like latch onto something to pull me closer.
No.
That's not how Thorn Whip really works.
Okay. Well, I don't think I can do anything. Oh, actually, you know what?
And you
I
could
will-
dash.
No, I'm gonna use my Yeah, I guess I'll just dash over there. Can I do that as a druid?
Everybody
Yeah.
can dash as an action. You just can't dash as a bonus action.
Okay. So I will do that then. And that's my full movement?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you get another full movement now that you're on the roof.
So that's 15 here.
And then it's
It'll be
double
another
movement to
5
move
feet
through an
of
ally.
movement. Yeah. There'll be another 5 feet of movement to go through Brian's space.
Yeah, so it's really 20 feet to get on Brian.
Okay. So I guess I'll just move here then to go through his space. How much taller is this wall than me?
It goes up like 10, 20 feet. And it ends on like another roof up on top.
Okay.
But you do see Ulan literally has his head inside the wall, like phasing through it.
It's a go.
I mean, I can't phase through it.
You don't know that
Yes,
unless you try.
can.
You didn't try.
I mean, that's a pretty reasonable assumption, though.
Except that, like, his head
You
is
see-
through it.
Yeah, you see Ulan's head through the wall.
You don't even see Ulan's head. You just see his headless body next to the wall. His head is gone inside of the wall.
You also see, like, my sword reaching over him and the tip is buried in the wall.
Oh, okay, I guess that's a fair
I'm
point.
gonna just, like,
Both of your
slowly-
teammates are saying, "We are phasing through the wall right now. Oh God! Oh
Yeah.
please! Oh, what is
Yeah.
happening?"
We're shouting,
My head
illusory
my
wall
head
and
is through
enemies!
The wall is screaming, and you can hear it.
There is a sign with neon letters.
I'm gonna slowly walk through the wall then.
As you go, you are able to walk cleanly through,
Oh no, you shouldn't have did that.
and you see the horrifying visage of some spectral woman and two other spectral figures, all staring and looking at you.
I'm sorry, I just love the... I'm gonna take the dash action so I can sprint at full speed to get to my friends. Also, I'm going to pause next to them for a minute and then slowly walk through.
Yes.
Dash slowly.
Well, yeah, because you dash everything up until that point.
It's like the slow running on the beach.
I just really wanted to be the first one.
Well, congratulations.
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 You have another 5 feet of
Congratulations.
movement if you want to go anywhere else. You don't have an action though, so yeah.
You do
You
have a
have a bonus
bonus
action?
action if you want a wild shape.
Say,
Oh yeah,
True.
you could wild shape into like a wolf,
True.
crocodile, whatever.
I'll wild shape into a wolf.
All right. Do you have the stat block, or do you want it? Because I have it up.
I was gonna pull it up now, but if you have it in front of you and you want to just send it over to me, that would be great.
So you'll be, that's part of the like SRD. You'll be able to in the top right where there's all the menus for like art and journals and stuff. One of them is like an eye in a circle that says compendium when you hover over it. Just type wolf into the search bar there and you'll get the stat block.
I believe that is all you have, unless you want to move another 5 feet, which is all you have left.
Katie, are you still there?
Katie.
I think Katie might have disconnected.
All right, Lynn, it is your turn.
All right. Well, if no one else had come up here by the time my turn came around, I was gonna walk right here, look down the chimney, grab Alucard, and thunderstep all the way back down. But but since Katie has now just walked in there, let's see. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna. So I just poke my head through, see a bunch of ghosts, and just start screaming. And then I'm going to cast Chaos Rift centered here.
All right, centered where? You can
On
draw
the unique one.
Oh, yeah. And that is a... Which saving throw is it?
It doesn't do anything right now. I think it's on its turn.
Oh, yeah.
A star.
Just remind me.
Yep. And then I'm going to move. I'm going to take my head out. Are all these people actually on the roof?
Only you, me, and Katie are right now. The rest of them are coming up,
and
but
Spion,
they just...
right? And Pat.
Oh, and
Yeah.
Scion.
It is,
okay.
it is all of their movement
Correct.
to get up there on
Yes,
their
I
turn.
will look behind me at the two people directly behind me and go, ghosts, and just run.
Zoinks.
Here, I think I have to. Do I have to stay within 30 feet of the chaos rift? No, I don't think so. No, I don't.
Alright.
So yeah, I'm just gonna fucking.
Where's the rift placed down?
Right here. I can make a swiggle.
And is it within 5 feet or on it?
Within 5 feet. So that.
Alright. So they start, and you see as
This one.
this one makes a saving throw. What is your DC?
My DC is 15. It is a Constitution saving throw, which I know
that
probably
passes.
Shit. Well, it still takes half.
All right, so roll the damage.
Not bad. So it takes
Yeah.
what, 11?
11 damage. What type is it?
Oh, right. I had to decide that. Thunder.
Thunder. Okay. Yeah. You don't see the effects of it because you can't see the spell.
Yes, correct.
As this thing sort of shudders and goes up to Katie and tries to touch her.
Oh boy.
Bad touch.
And since you are a wolf, your AC is 13, and it misses. The other one goes, floats on over, and tries to as well. That one does hit your AC of 13, so you take... you take 5 necrotic damage. Make a Constitution saving roll.
Constitution.
Oof.
The max HP is reduced by 5.
Ouch. Of the wolf or me?
You know, I don't know.
The
But
wolf.
spur of the moment,
the
I'm
wolf.
just going with
No,
the wolf.
it is
Yeah.
the wolf.
Yeah, so your wolf cannot heal that damage back.
So I lose 5, and my total HP is reduced by 5?
Of the wolf,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, of the
You
wolf.
the wolf loses 5 HP, and it can't get that HP back.
Okay.
Alucard, it is your turn.
I'm going to first I'm going to unsheath my blades and start like getting into my kind of dancer's form and begin the blade song.
Okay.
Ba, ba, ba. And then I'm going to step forward, like stick my head through just to assess what's going on the other side. And as I see these 3 ghosts, or spirits or whatever they are, surrounding Phineas, I'm going to kind of shout, I've seen Phineas transform into animals before, and I saw him step through, and now there's a wolf. I'm assuming the wolf is Phineas.
Yeah, I fair assumption.
And I'm gonna shout, Phineas, get out of there! And I'm going to cast Slow on the 3 undead in there. So they each need to make a Wisdom saving throw DC 16.
Wisdom? Okay.
Wisdom. Okay, so one of them failed, and 2 of them passed exactly, which makes me sad.
But this is the one that failed, right?
Sure. That is in order.
It's right in the middle.
I was about
Alright.
to say, cue Anakin Padme. The Banshee's the one that failed, right?
So the one that failed has its speed halved, has a -2 to AC and Dex saves, can't use reactions, and on its move it can only use an action or a bonus action, and if it tries to use any spells or like spell-like abilities, they do some extra stuff because that could delay a turn.
Okay.
And then I am just going to try and like shout, Phineas, get out of there! One of them is slowed. Because I think you can tell when things fail on saving throws against you. So that is
That
all
one
for
you
me.
can physically see it start slowing down.
Alright, that is all for my turn then, as I'm going to kind of hold out and just have my blades at the ready if they try and run past to follow Phineas out.
Alright. Edith, it is your turn. You've used all your movement to get up.
Okay, quick question about attunement. Since I'm not currently attuned to the sword, I can still use it,
You can still use it.
but what doesn't trigger? Like, I don't get the +1 to hit, or
No. You don't
Plus-
get the +1 or the other abilities on it.
It's basically just
So
a
it's-
normal greatsword until
Yeah,
you
it's the
attune.
same as your normal greatsword.
Okay.
I think there is technically, I think there is one difference. If it is a magic greatsword, I think it will still deal magical slashing damage.
Yes, it will overcome non-magical immunities and resistances, you just don't get the effects of whatever the magic is.
Okay. Follow-up question.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
Ow. Ow.
No follow-up question. Okay. So Edith uses all of her movement to get up and is like, what the hell is happening up here? And I assume,
We have been shouting about ghosts.
yeah, and
Ghosts
that's
and
I
walls.
see. I mean, I see this going on here, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, that's sketchy. And she's just gonna turn to Scion and like point at the thing and like in there.
Phineas ran in.
Okay, so she's gonna dash in. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You are able to see it as you like pass through the wall. There is a spell being cast here that is like leaping magical energy all around. That you know is a spell that if you get too close to will hurt you.
So this aura here, I shouldn't be within that.
You don't want
Ruined
that purple
spell.
circle. That's you've seen him Chaos Rift. It's not good for the people in there.
It doesn't hurt when you pass through it though. Only if you start your turn there.
Yeah, so you cannot end your or start your next turn in that area, or you'll take damage.
Okay, well then she's not gonna go all the way in, I guess.
You'd go
Man.
there.
I can't make it there. I don't have enough movement.
Wait, why can't you make it here?
Because she used all her movement to get up, right?
So
5,
5.
10, 15, 20, 25, and then it'd be another 5.
Oh, you
Yeah.
have to take the bridge to get in?
Can you not
Either
run
way.
through this portion of the wall?
I assumed only this part was the mirage.
I don't know.
Yet to be tested.
Since that's where the bridge is. Okay, either way, she'll walk up here. She'll try to go through this part of the wall. Is it solid?
As you walk up and like put your hands out, it is a solid wall there.
I love the imagery of Cyan goes, Phineas already ran in, Edith just nods and then runs straight into a wall.
Okay, but then she'll come in, she'll poke her little head in and be like, oh, okay, there's nowhere to go in here, fucking Ulin, thanks. And then I guess step back out. And that's all she does, because
Alright, I
Yeah.
thought the whole wall was open, okay?
I don't know why you said that, but sure.
I really have to pee. Jordan, get ready.
Alright, I'm ready. I get here. I ask, that's all my movement. Edith,
Oh,
Cyan, what the hell is happening with there? What are they screaming about?
There are ghosts in there. Phineas ran in.
Fuck.
And it seems our friend
Again?
put a chaos rift in there.
Fucking again. Fine. And I ready an Eldritch Blast in case I see anything anything undead come out of there.
Oh, actually, yeah. Connor, I know you're in the bathroom, but I want to ready my sword in case something comes out.
You dashed.
Just kidding, you're right, I can't.
You did. I do have a violin bow in the ready.
You could take the worst action surge ever taken. Using it to
No.
dash just to return to where you were and then ready an action.
Alright, I'm back. Jordan, it's your turn.
Yeah, I already went, I moved, I readied an action to cast Eldritch Blast if I see anything undead next turn.
Alright, this thing is slowed down, and Phineas, you just hear, almost like in a slow motion, you know the Nazgul scream from Lord of the Rings?
No.
Yeah, Connor, I don't know it either. What does it sound like?
You think I've seen Lord of the Rings?
It just sounds like a... Oh, I scared the cats.
Make a
Pepper.
Constitution saving throw. Make a
You see-
Constitution saving throw.
You hear, almost in like slow motion, this wailing scream go out.
Oh,
So, everyone,
Hey, make a Constitution saving throw first.
but I think Ulin, make a Constitution saving throw as you all hear it.
Does it make a Constitution saving throw first?
Oh, wait, yeah.
That's the thing I've been screaming.
Yeah, he hasn't been listening to you.
Oh, that's not.
Oof.
Mine should be a +1 because that's
Zach,
what
it's a low
the
DC.
that's what
does
the wolf
fail.
says.
It does fail.
So this doesn't go off anyway. Yeah.
Thunder damage again, 17.
It takes 17 thunder damage, and the scream
Actually,
goes off.
Give me a second. I'm gonna
Oh, yeah,
spend one sorcery point to empowered spell that, and I'm gonna re-roll some of them dice.
Go for it.
2 and the 3.
Never mind.
Ooh.
Slow does explicitly say it if it's casting a spell. I was like, oh
yeah.
wait, maybe because of slow this. Nah.
Yeah,
and
so,
now,
it'll only get to do the screech, but like...
now the D8's match, so I can move that bitch.
Ooh.
Give me a second.
Do you have to
must
be able to
use new
see
rules.
it to move it?
What's that?
Do you have to be able to see it to move it?
No.
Okay.
That
It
is
doesn't
a
say anything
case.
about it, although it is.
Is a case I would have added in if I had thought about it since I made this spell.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, can I just can I make like a general move, like not like a specific one? Like back 5 feet?
Roll. All right, I have it figured out. Roll a d8.
Alright, sorry, real quick. I had to do this to see if it worked, but for anyone wondering what the Nazgul scream was.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You motherfucker.
Alright, now all of
Alright,
us have
if
to make a
anything happened, I'm
constitution
spending
save
the
in real
last,
life.
5 minutes looking for Nazgul screams in MP3 format.
Jeez.
Where did you find it?
Alright, I pushed it.
On myinstance.com.
Oh, you've got so many viruses right now.
Probably.
It actually passes from your sight, and the Chaos
Oh.
Rift also passes from your sight.
Oh.
And after a few seconds, you see it like clink back in through the wall in slow motion. As it like climbs through the wall, you can see it almost looks like this ghost was burned all over, and it just looks you dead in the eye and wails.
Wait, it can't see any of us.
It's a ghost,
doesn't
it
have
might
to
be
see
able
you.
to.
We just have to be able to hear it.
Ah,
It's a banshee scream.
okay.
So, I believe 5.
Everybody but Ulan, right?
Everyone but now, I think. Is that how the math works out?
What's the distance?
30 feet. I'm gonna make a square.
Oh,
Or a circle.
yeah, I was gonna say a circle's probably better.
It doesn't hit Scion. And me.
That's
Oh,
an
God.
oval, but good try. Still an oval.
What are you trying to do there, Connor?
This is a thick ass circle. What did you do?
Someone holds the ruler out like this. Shut up.
It hits everyone but Scion and I. I did the math.
Okay, sound is now safe.
So what do we have to
Everyone
do?
else, if you already made the Constitution saving throw, you can keep that. So Alucard,
So I fail, probably. I don't know what the
I don't
DC
know.
is, but a
think
12
it's
is
low.
not good. I think the DC is like a 13 or 14, but
I thought it
that's
was like
also
10.
metagamey. So, whatever Connor says it is, it is.
so everyone just takes, if you passed, you take... Oh,
You do have to slash that.
how dare you? You take 8 psychic damage, and you all see as Alucard collapses.
Oh no.
You boys did.
Wait, so we take 8
He
even though we
is at-
pass?
You take that much from passing, and you see as Alucard dies. He is set at 0 HP.
Alright, it is no longer slowed. That is a concentration spell, and you can only concentrate if you're alive.
I beg to differ.
I am no longer a wolf. Sad.
Rollover damage, if there was any,
Yeah.
does go against your human body.
I already did it.
And with that,
You had less than 8 health as a wolf.
After,
Already got
well, I
hit.
already-
After having already
I took
taken damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Scion, it is your turn.
Racist.
That it is. And I'm really not sure what to do here. Running in head first is the wrong option.
Cyan, I think you should sample us that new song you've been working on.
I can do that for exactly one person. Wait, is Alucard down? Did I just miss that?
I'm
Yeah,
down.
he's
I'm at
he's
0.
Okay, yeah. You're gonna get healed. That dead kind of takes priority here.
Tough, bro.
8.
Connor, is there anything that stops me from doing that? From healing 8?
Nope.
Okay. I do not have my blade song anymore, though, because that does stop if I go unconscious.
And I don't want to metagame here. Do I know that this is right here?
Has anyone communicated that information?
No.
No.
Then no.
Alright. And I'm not going in that wall. So, yoink. Hey, Ulin, how's it going?
There's ghosts.
I would say I see that, but shrug. My bonus action was to heal. My action will be to ready a... Wait a minute. No. Before I run away, you, Witcher lady,
Yes.
you're so brave.
Oh, thank you.
Until this ends for the next minute, you are immune to being frightened.
That's
and
2
you
level spells.
Yes, you're right. I usually only do bardic inspirations.
Oh, is that not what you were doing?
No,
Well,
yeah, I
he
don't
healing
have
worded me.
because immune to being frightened. But
Oh, gotcha.
wait a minute. I can do because they. Oh fuck! It's a level 6 spell. I always forget about that.
What
Never
is?
mind. Fuck me. If I see a ghost, I'm casting Vicious Mockery on it.
Okay.
Wait, what 6th level spell do you have?
No, I need a level, or not. Yeah, I need a level 6 bard ability. I wanted to counter charm, but
Really? Oh, okay. God, that's. I was like, oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Phineas, you have been unwolfed, and you are surrounded by these ghostly specter creatures.
I'm gonna step out of here.
They might be able to hit you if you do that.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
just thinking about that because you guys readied your actions. Hold on. I'm taking a look at my spells here. So can I cast this onto I suppose yeah, I guess that's the right level. Can I use this non-magical weapon that I have can I make that? I think I have a non-magical weapon.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Your scythe. But that is an action.
Oh, I can't actually like do anything with it yet? Okay.
Yes,
you can't attack with it
next
this
turn.
turn.
Oh, okay. Um I can't leave without potentially getting shot at, and I can't.
Could be disengage.
You
Yeah,
can't take the disengage action to move out of there.
I can't to move out of the wall.
Well, yeah, away from the creatures without them attacking you.
Maybe
not-
they're nice and they won't.
But not to go back this way, right?
Yes,
I
to
mean,
go
you
back that
can
way.
go back
If
that
you
way, yeah.
move outside of their range, they get to take a free attack against you.
They have the option.
They-
They might not.
Yeah, they have the option to.
They could be good guys.
They could
Uh-oh.
be like Caspers.
This is a sticky situation. Okay, I guess I'll just try to move back out here then.
So you disengage.
Yeah,
All right, you are able to move back out there without any issues.
word.
Is that as far as you move, Katie?
Actually, no.
Disengage is an action.
Hold on. Let me do some measuring here. I'm gonna like run down here. I get 30.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go down here to kind of like catch a breather and kind of be like, kind of warn the rest of the group that those things are very frightening. Be careful.
Moving?
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20. Can I, like, crane my neck and peek through the wall from here? Like, in this spot?
Yes.
I just like get like strained to get my eyeballs through.
Your eye stalks, you mean?
Yes. Bonus
We'll
action.
stick his head in and
As I'm running up, I'll yell out. Do we want them to come to us, or do we want to go in there?
I just need to get next to one. I don't care.
come to us.
Kill whichever
come to
one
us.
fucking did that.
Yeah, okay. Move the Chaos Rift there. That's a bonus action. And then on... I don't fucking know. This one. Here.
Yep.
I'll,
Ignore that.
This.
DC 15?
Yep. On that one.
It fails. You're looking in while you do that, right?
Yes.
What damage type is it?
Psychic. 8.
You see this thing almost immediately wither afterwards.
Oh.
Oh.
8. And then I'll pull my head back out and then go there.
Alright. You all can't see what they're doing.
Correct.
Alucard, it is your turn.
I will take half of my movement to stand up while just like coughing, and you see that like I have these like long braids in my hair that are just streaked with a white now. I'm just gonna go, what the fuck? and I am going to reach my head back through. I'm actually going to try and step through.
There
As
it
you
goes.
walk in, and there is one just waiting for you, and it reaches out and tries to grab you.
Yeah, it's fair.
Wait, does it reach through the illusion to try and grab him?
Illusion?
The wall, the fake fucking wall.
No, it
we
was
can't see.
waiting. It was.
I think
Waiting
it
on the
readied an
other side of
action
the
to
wall
attack
for
when
someone
someone
to-
came through.
Yeah.
One person speaking at a time. What?
It was waiting on the other side of the wall for someone else to come through.
Oh,
Guys,
okay.
did you ever consider that maybe they can't get out of here and we could just leave them?
Well, I just heard one.
That's what I
and
was
it
saying. You're
pushed
like,
me.
I just want to smack him.
What is your AC?
I am not blade singing right now, so it's 13.
You are getting hit. Are you doing anything about it?
I am absolutely going to shield, bringing me up to an 18.
With that, you are able to, you almost stumble into this, and you, quickly shield and are able to avoid the attack. But it is still in that space that you tried to move through.
Alright, I guess it's, if I'm, on top of it, can I attack it?
If you stumble into the same space as it, I would say sure, fine.
Because that's what was happening. I stumbled through
Yeah.
and it attacked, so I'm just saying, alright, in that case, I am going to try and booming blade it. We are... That's a crit.
Yep, that's a crit.
So we also get the sonnet damage, or cadenza. Wait, which one's my... I think sonnet's my main one. Yeah, sonnet is my main weapon. So... rolling 0 equals 0? I think my thing's broken.
Yeah, that's a little
also,
broken.
The booming blade, moving damage, which I think is what that rolled for, can't be crit, because it just happens.
Yeah, but the attack roll was a nat 20.
Yes, so your actual attack will still be...
Oh, here's the right sonnet. So, that also gets an additional 1d8.
Okay.
Okay, so...
And you're level 5, so doesn't he get an additional one from using...
Yeah,
booming blade?
so that part will crit.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
The stuff that happens right now, I think. So it's also 16 thunder damage on top of the 15
What the fuck?
slashing.
What is all of this?
15 slashing and 16 thunder, right?
Yes, and it's from a magical
Well, it's
sword.
Lizzie, it's normally 2d8, he crit, so it's 4d8.
But what's
That's
the
all.
damage that you rolled for the booming...
Because if it
I s-
moves, it gets dealt that.
It evaporates after that hit.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna... So that was 5 feet of my movement of the 15 that I have. 5, 10. Stepping back out. One of them's gone now. As you all just hear this fucking eruption as I step through, I shriek a little bit, and then you just hear an eruption, and I come back out and one's gone.
Edith?
The screaming one is still there.
Do I go in? Looking at Alucard.
Or we can all run and see if it can get past that illusory barrier.
I
You did
agree.
say the one left is the one that can scream and doesn't have to get past it. I'm just gonna point that out.
Yeah,
Well,
but
my Chaos Rift is upon it. It is possible it will die.
I literally can't do anything to it while he has that Chaos Rift up. I guess, I
Yeah,
could
you
walk
can,
in and then
you
walk
can.
out.
Yeah, you have just enough movement that you can walk. You can get here, hit it, and then go back 5 feet.
Yeah,
I
you can
think-
do that.
Um... fine, and she pulls out the new sword. And it's like, let's see how this goes, and then charges in. Oh, actually, okay. If I want to give someone something, is that an action or bonus action or free action, or how does that work?
Free object interaction to hand something off. It's just you can't like put your sword away, take something out, hand it over, take your sword back out. That would be an action. But if you're like handing something you already have in your hand, that would be a free interaction.
So I take something out of my bag and hand it to someone as a free action.
What are you
A
handing?
potion.
Sure, you can. I'll let you just give that to someone. They won't take it, but you can give it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give it to him. Okay, I hand this to Alucard. And just
Thank
say,
you.
in case you need it. And then I run in. So I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Smack.
Then
You
I'm
can
just
take
gonna
a
roll
look.
my normal greatsword because it doesn't have the coating.
That hits.
I get to re-roll the one. I get to re-roll both of those. Hold on, sorry. Oh, actually, I'm just gonna hit this again. Oof. Okay, well,
Damn.
so it's 8 instead of 7.
You just come up and wail on it with your new sword, and you can see it almost like slashes. And you can see it affects this ethereal monster more than you've noticed your sword affecting ghosts before.
Okay. I do have extra attack, right? I don't know
Yeah.
why it's not on here. Another.
That one does not hit, though.
That's fair. You know what? We're gonna fucking just go for it, and we're gonna second win this bitch. Oh, no, sorry, not second wind, action surge. And we're gonna hit him again.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that hits.
Bop, 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 bop,
Is
bop.
that the damage?
Yes. And another one.
Hey!
Yeah!
Hell of a
I get to
con-
reroll one
Holy
of those.
shit.
So
Oh,
add
shit.
4 more damage to that.
25 total.
Yo.
25. Damn you, Liz. I want to get one more round out of this, but
Nice. Good job, Witcher.
Yeah.
Now back up.
You get crit.
Yeah, it dying does not
Um,
remove the Chaos Rift. Move out.
Yep, she backs
Holy
up.
shit. Lizzie, that was 3 points away from the max damage you could have done with one hit. Damn. That was all 5s and 6s.
Yeah, and then she just kind of like looks down and like does a little like twirl of the sword in her hand. She's like, I think I'll like you.
Realizes nobody's watching.
Yep.
If she's in there, can she see what's over here? Yeah.
Is combat over?
no.
Great.
Uh-oh.
I would just yell out, I don't see anything. I don't know if you guys can hear me through the wall, but I will yell that out.
Probably, because we could hear the Banshee.
Hmm.
And we heard Ulan screaming earlier.
Yeah, but Ulan talks like a scared little dainty lady that's high-pitched.
It's true.
Oh.
Oh,
You noticed something? You do not see any door out of this building except for this one.
Okay.
Yorvin, it's your turn.
Ah, fucking hell, Edith. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go right here, and I'm just gonna say, Edith, we've dealt with ghosts before. You know they can be tricky. Keep your eyes open. And I'm gonna ready an Eldritch Blast in case I see any undead.
As she's like, wow, you didn't realize I killed the damn thing? Okay, thanks.
No, like I more mean there could be more of them. One of them literally possessed you.
That's true.
They're tricky. There could be more hiding somewhere.
I might simplify this real quick. Everyone, where are you going to have your character move on your turn?
Yeah, to open the door.
I'll
Actually,
move
can I
in.
reach that?
If everyone's
there.
moving into this building, then I will end combat order.
Oh. So I would have told the kid to come up at some
What the fuck?
Sorry, I'm listening. I was just on mute. I am in.
5, 10. Okay, she'd have enough. I had her waiting at the bottom of the ladder. I would have told her to come up after me, and then so that's her movement, and then dash, come up in next to me.
You can see she is holding the giant sword versus like the normal size sword, and she's like struggling to like hold it up.
Hey, drop the longsword.
But I must get stronger. She said to.
We'll worry about that later. Keep the little
Door.
one and learn how to use it.
Door.
As you open the door, you see it leads to a bridge that goes to another building with another door.
You can open.
I'm just gonna cut in real fast. You guys are welcome to keep playing, and I can leave the stream going, but I'm really hitting a wall right now.
I mean, yeah, we can end it there. It is also, it's after 9:30, so.
I will. Someone go on the bridge and let me reveal. You are in the market area.
There he goes! Oh shit, I don't want to be here.
This is where we saw big fires.
Yuck, we're in danger.
My future puppy
I was
might
waiting
be
for
here.
him to reveal that side street, and there's just a dragon.
And
Where
you
is
do
my-
see there is some ash marks going through like the main road, but you don't see any other hostiles on it.
Is this
Where's
another
my-
door?
Puppy, damn
That
it.
is another door.
Gotcha. And just to be clear, I like when I moved my 30 feet to get here, I would have opened the door right away so I can move the Chaos Surge and still have it up with something out here.
Okay.
Or Chaos Rift, excuse me.
Okay.
If we're signing off, I think we
Yeah.
can end the stream there.
Yeah.